watching or participating on YouTube. And please put your comments about the meditation or anything going on with you for the community in the chat. Watching or participating on YouTube, and please put your comments. Sorry guys for this. Okay. And now we're on Zoom, and hopefully we're on YouTube also without double sound. I don't know if you guys just heard that the way I did. All right. Technical stuff. And now no more Mercury in retrograde, right? Is that what I heard? All my technical problems will cease, I hope. I don't know if you guys experience that. I think for me, it's just all the time kind of that issue. And then, I don't know, maybe it gets worse with Mercury in retrograde. So today we're going to be doing a practice that really honors our creative mind and helps us experience meditation, hopefully in a very personal and centering and maybe a little bit of a joyful way. We'll see. I'm going to share my slide, and I see lots of nice messages there. Welcome, everybody. I love to see that we're in Canada, Rome. Welcome. I'm not sure where everyone could write where they are. Florida, nice to know. Texas, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share a slide with you about today's meditation. So in today's meditation, this is going to be kind of the lineup of many practices we do. We're going to begin with hug breaths. And when we do the hug breath, we're really setting the tone for ourselves and taking care of ourselves and bringing things into our body. And then we're going to ground and open energetically. We're going to set our intentions for protectors, is what I'm calling them. This could be your angels, your guides, your values, emotional helpers. This could be frequencies, sounds. Protectors can be all kinds of things. And then we're going to do a back and forth practice that is using our creative mind to imagine, and this is a little bit like generative trance work, where you could say we are inviting our unconscious to support us. And we're going to do that through imagining 3 different experiences. One will be about water, one will be about sunshine or warmth, and one will be about something that opens. And I have in mind a flower opening, but that might be different for you. Now, then after we do one of those, we're going to go back and rest in our own presence, in our own body and energy, and in a very calm, allowing kind of being practice. And then we'll do that 3 times, and then we'll end with sending and receiving. You could say wishes, blessings, prayers for others, for all beings in the world. So it's going to be a fun practice. At the end, we're going to talk a little bit about the 4 kinds of joy. And I do want you to, be aware that if you start feeling tingly or energy in the body when you're meditating, that's actually a form of joy. In many traditions, that is the way bliss comes into experience in us, is through this energetic. It can feel very big, it can feel very loud, explosive in our body, or more mild and tingly. That usually quiets down into a more gentle joy, a more peaceful, sort of easy. And then that usually actually quiets so far down, it becomes equanimity or peace. And before any of those joys tend to just arise as sort of a accident of meditation practice, it's a focused presence. It's an awareness of just resting in, it can be called concentration, where you're just with your breath or with your body or with a sound or a mantra or an image. Many, many different ways to get to that. But there's usually that kind of, I think of it as a knitting together of experience into one constant ability to stay with something. And then that makes us accident prone for that kind of joy. But actually, at any time, we can tune in to a sort of gentle, peaceful joy. And often the heart space is the easiest place to do that. So when we're resting between the creative mind practices, you can rest in your lower belly if you want. You can rest with the energy bubble around you. You can rest in your heart space. You can sort of rest and just be with the breath, whatever works for you. I'm going to guide us to be in the chest area with a reminder of this gentle flow. But I always want you to trust your own intuition and your own inner meditation guidance. The same with the creative mind exercises. I may give you sort of pointing out notes about the ocean, but if you really like rivers or you really want to be by a waterfall, go for it. Totally, you're the leader of yourself in that part of the practice. Okay, so I'm just gonna look at my slides. So we're gonna begin by with the hug practice. So let's do the hugs at whatever range of motion feels best to you. You can do really small or you can do really big. So whatever feels right for your body today. So just breathing in and opening up. And then as you exhale, giving yourself a hug. And then on your next opening, open up and invite something you love into your experience right now, whatever that is you love. And then give yourself a big hug and give that to yourself. Open up again, breathe in fully. Just let all of that air and oxygen into your body, and then hug yourself completely. When you're ready for the next inhale, open up and invite excitement, thrill. What's that like? What comes to mind? Invite thrilling excitement, and then exhale and give yourself a hug. Now inhale and open and invite tranquility, warmth, peace. Feel it through your body, and then give yourself a hug as you exhale. Now 2 more in your own way, opening and inviting as you breathe in. And when you exhale fully, just giving yourself that big hug. 1 more in your own way. Okay, awesome. So now let's just bring our attention to our feet and our seat. And notice what it's like to imagine you have a beautiful network of roots that you send down into the earth. And just like a really big tree is so big on top with all of its leaves and branches, your network of roots goes down and out, connecting to all of the beautiful qualities of earth, feeling how much you are here on earth and earth is here with you. So just breathe and connect to that gentle, easy energy that's a little slower, and feeling that in your belly area, in your lower back and hips. Notice what it's like to just imagine or feel or sense a kind of connection and protection that's got your back. You might even say to yourself, it's okay. I can lean back a little into this safety and comfort of myself. And then bringing a hand to your heart if you'd like, or just your attention to your heart area. And just noticing what it's like to ask yourself how you're doing. Notice how you feel today and be really, really nice to yourself. What's the nicest inner intention you can set? And let's invite some protectors to surround us. So if you're already connected to guides, angels, animal helpers, ancestors, you can do this in your own way. If this feels a little new to you, you might imagine just 4 different colors that surround you. I like to imagine them in the corners of the room. It might help you to make sounds that feel comforting or like a frequency. You're muted, so we won't hear you. And sometimes sound is the most direct way into an energy frequency. And our protectors might be hope, joy, love, kindness. It might be humor, trust, vitality, courage. Any virtues or emotions can be our protectors, our helpers, and any sound. So just do this practice now in your own way, honoring what comes to you, whether it's values, emotions, animals, angels, different kinds of flowers. And coming back to your body for a moment, we're going to add a little practice just because it feels right now. Let's just make a gentle energy ball with our hands. So just imagining you have a ball of light between your hands. And as you move the hands as though you're holding this ball from different sides, different positions, begin to fill your energy ball with your own unique textures, colors, sounds, intentions, whatever comes to you. The ball might change shape, and you might just start to feel a little bit of movement or warmth or something in the hands that allows you to feel self-directed in making and feeling this energy ball. And we all feel into this in our own way, whether that's through texture or temperature or sound or images. And see what it's like just to breathe as you feel this energy ball. Now, with your next exhale, let the energy ball grow into a beautiful bubble that surrounds you. And just imagine this bubble surrounding you, and it goes under your feet as you stay grounded. It goes around your sides, your back body, your front, over your head, and it's filled with this quality of kindness and whatever else you brought into your beautiful energy ball. You can add more to it if you'd like. And just know that this bubble of energy is here to support you, and it's easy to breathe in this bubble of energy. It's like this beautiful filter that only lets the good in. Now, anything you need to let go of or release, your protectors are here to help you. They can step in and help clear your energy, recycle, help that anything that you're letting go of, helping it evolve and be well in the universe. Or maybe it's something else, like to shift that energy that you if you're clearing any energy, your protectors might come and dissolve it or do something very special with it. I don't know what that'll be. And your protectors are here to support you as you use your creative mind and as you rest in a relaxed, easy way while you're meditating. So let's begin by just imagining a beautiful body of water. Just letting water come to you in whatever form is the most nurturing, lovely. And the hands are free to move as you meditate. The body can stretch or yawn. Thoughts can come to help you. Feelings are there about the water that supports you. And just notice, are you looking at the water? Are you sitting near it? Are you swimming or in a boat? Do your feet touch the water? And just let yourself be in this imagination in your own way. It might be through words. It might be through the sounds of the water or the touch or the visions. You might give yourself visions or feelings through saying the words like velvety blue, green, or whatever comes to you. And as though you could just relax into this water a little bit more, imagine imagine feeling the water kind of on the edges of your experience. So your energy grows to meet that sensation of water. And your bubble of energy might just expand a little bit more. You might feel the body in a new way. Just imagining if there are any sounds you hear near this water. Is there a way the air meets you? Is there a feeling in the body? And is there anything that water wants you to have as a gift? The gift might be an emotion. The gift might be a sensation. The gift might be an opening in the body. And when you're ready, coming back to rest and breathe and allow in a more neutral way, no longer imagining, just being. And it can help sometimes to put a hand on our chest and a hand on our leg or belly and just be, just breathe and allow. Sometimes it's nice to just say the words allow, or nowhere to go, nothing to do, no one to be. And as you rest in your heart space, you might feel a little bit of a smile that's in your heart or on your face or in your belly or your back. And just noticing this little bit of a smile inside. You might notice a thought and let your mind know thoughts are allowed. Our brain thinks, and our thoughts can just come and go. Our body senses, and everything is allowed. The body can feel, emotions can move, thoughts can present, and that's okay. There's also this consistent, steady presence of being. If you wish, you can just bring your attention to your breath or the sensations of your body or both, and just allowing that natural flow. And we'll just listen to the silence for a minute. Even when there's sounds in the room or you hear my voice, there's also silence within. And now let's just begin to come back to our creative mind if you wish. If you want to keep resting in this presence of being, you don't have to do the imagination, but you're invited to if you wish. So just imagining the warm sunshine. And I don't know where you are. You might be just right where you are now, or you might be in a memory or on a beautiful play island or forest or garden or back patio. And you just feel that sunshine on your face. And if you, for some reason, don't like the sunshine, you've got the best sunglasses in the world and an incredible hat on, and you just feel the warmth through your clothing. So we all relate to sunshine in our own way. So let's just imagine our way of relating to sunshine and let it start kind of on your hair, top of your head, and then just let that sunshine into your face and letting the warmth, the presence of sunshine. If you wish, you can have it fill your throat or be around your neck, around your back, or in front of you, wherever you want to put that sunshine. So work with sunshine now in the body. Just what's it like to allow sunshine on the collarbones and shoulders and upper back, down the arms and into the fingertips? Do you feel like you're glowing? Is it golden? Is it white? Is it all the colors of the rainbow or one color? And just keep allowing sunshine around the body or in the body, however you wish. And just being with the sunshine as you breathe. Notice what it's like to fill the center of the body with light and the energy, the radiance through the back body, the hips, down the legs, the knees, the back of the calves, the shins, around your feet. And then let that sunshine just fill your energy bubble so it's really radiant. And just noticing what it's like to be this glowing presence. Do certain words come to you about the sunshine? Sensations, sounds. If it's ever too warm, you can just imagine a cool breeze. And when you're ready, just allowing yourself to sit in presence, letting go of thoughts, and bringing your attention a little lower in the body now to the belly. If your attention wants to go somewhere else, that's perfect also. And just noticing your gentle flow of breath and the way your body responds to your breath. It might be small or big. There might be thoughts that come and go. That's what thoughts do, or feelings or sensations. And we can just sink a little deeper into this knowing of the ease of our breath, the presence of our body, and that luminous, quiet inner silence. And as we sit, we just come a little closer to our own self, while maybe also feeling closer to something that's not so personal but more universal. Now let's just imagine a quality in nature that opens. It might be a flower. It might be a leaf that opens to receive water. It might be the sky opening as the sun or the moon rises. The clouds seem to make room. It might be our own bodies as they stretch, the way our face feels when we smile, the way our heart might feel when it's relaxed. And just bring to mind this quality of relaxed, easy opening, letting go. Something might just release and unwind. And remember, you have your protectors here to support you. As a flower opens, Some other beautiful creature might come to interact with the flower. The wind might gently move the flower. The earth supports the flower. Soft rain might shower down, and then sun. A person might smell the flower, and the flower is just flowering through it all. So, just for a moment, imagine that you are a flower and your hands are like petals opening. Your face opens to the sun, and there's just kind of a sigh or a hello that happens. And then you let go of that imagining. And for a moment, you're the sky as it lights up with daylight. And for a moment, you're a quiet lake in the dark, and the moon rises and shines on your water, and your surface glistens in the moonlight. And then let's go back just to resting with our breath, with our inner silence, noticing if there's a place in your body or your experience that it feels easy and natural to bring attention to as you just allowing everything to be as it is. And connecting with this broader presence that you are as sensations happen, thoughts might happen, feelings might bubble up and down, words come into the head and then they go, or maybe into the space or into the heart. And we can just be this broad, open, easy experience. And you don't have to focus on anything at all to be this open presence. Just letting that inner silence, like a light inside, and when you're ready, feeling the heart space, maybe a hand on your heart if you wish, and taking a nice full breath in and a full exhale in your own way, coming back into your body. And let's send a wish out to the world. Let your wish be your own wish for goodness, wellness, whatever it is that you wish for the world. Let it flow from your heart in all directions. And as you wish this wellness, this health for the world, allow those wishes to come to you also. And you might just feel them entering the heart or the back or the head or the feet or just surrounding you. And when you're ready, thank your protectors. Imagine them giving you their blessings. If your protectors are emotions or values or virtues, those emotions or values might just touch you for a moment, like a color or a sound. And bring your attention to your feet and wiggle your toes and open your eyes when you're ready. You might want to wiggle your fingers a little, look around your room, and just see things. If it's a little slower coming back, you might want to feel your fingertips to each other, just gently tapping, and then going to the next finger when you're ready. And this just brings like the whole system into connection. I like to then go through each finger. Okay. All right. Well, that was a kind of new practice we haven't done before. So I'm curious if anyone has a share or a question, please raise your hand. And if you're on YouTube, please share in the comments about your experience. And I was going to share a little with you guys as I wait for some hands to go up. I was going to share a little bit about these different kinds of joy. I think we were talking about it a bit before meditation. And I see Joyce's hand is up, so I'm going to go to Joyce first before I talk about the joys. Hi, Joyce.
Hi, Maggie.
How are you?
Oh, I am fighting off jet lag, but I'm back and I'm excited to be here.
Oh, good. Where were you?
I was in Italy.
Oh, that's wonderful. I thought it was somewhere exciting.
Yeah, it was awesome. But the interesting thing, I just love every meditation you do. It just brings something, different, but just as good. And the interesting thing today, the color green has been showing up. I bought these olive green pillows for my couch and going into fall mode. So then I go have your meditation, and I'm seeing a lot of the color green again. And at some point, I saw an eye, but it was just one eye, not two eyes. And it had the green eyeshadow on the eye. And I'm like, I have no idea what any of this means or if there's meaning at all to it, but it was very interesting.
I
And
love
then
that.
with the rain, I normally would see like a blue or a white. I saw orange. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is interesting. And I don't know if it's because I'm hungry, but at one point I saw a cookie, but it wasn't just like a regular cookie. It was half black and half white. So I was thinking of balance and thinking of, the yin and the yang. And so, yeah, kind of a hodgepodge of
Yeah.
different things coming and going. And, but
Often colors are healing for us. Different colors are healing in different ways. So it might be interesting to kind of feel into that green. What does that bring to you? Like, how do you translate green into feelings or qualities? It's often associated with the heart center, but that might be different for you. It
I
might be
think of,
nature.
yeah, I think of healing for some reason. I think of healing with green and grounding, nature, yeah, the earth. I think it's also like this time of the year, fall for me is just a time to slow down, a time to connect with family and I spent 3 hours writing this morning because I got up at 3 a.m. So, yeah, just maybe connecting to that deeper heart healing, maybe.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And then, do the same with orange. What a great color orange is. And we were with the sunshine. So I could also see how sometimes as we're with the sunshine, orange or yellow or red might sort of come more in.
Mhm.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing, Joyce.
Well, thank you. It was wonderful.
Absolutely. And Galia, hi. Or is it Galia? I'm sorry, I'm so bad at names.
Hi,
Hi.
Magali and everyone. It's Galia. Yes,
Galia.
like a Spanish melon.
Oh, wonderful. Galia.
Thank you. So, yeah, with me was so interesting, and actually, so many things happened during this meditation. Um, Thank you so much. Very powerful with great outcome. So when we were in the bubble and I invited the energy and I invited the sun, and it was golden sun energy. And at one point I felt that I'm in the water, in the deep, clean blue water. And I was like in the body, in the marmot's body. And I released the fear for the first time in my life, fear from the deep water. I always had it.
Wow.
I don't know why, but I was freely swimming to the top and back down. And I was surrounded by like a huge laminaria seaweed trees, like a trees around, but everything was so pure and transparent, and the sun was going from the top, and a lot of energy. So I was really nicely washed, energized, and the fear was gone. So
Wow.
absolutely amazing.
I am so glad. That is so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah.
Thank you to you.
And Joan, hi, Joan.
Hi, Magali. Again, another spectacular experience, but there were two things that I just wanted to share. Something that was totally new for me, a new revelation. And that was when you had us in the beginning connecting with the earth and with our feet and so on. And of course, we've done that in the past. But what happened as soon as you started, all of a sudden, the foundation came into my mind. The foundation, that's our foundation. And then words jumped in. Uh, Confidence. The word confidence just jumped, and I thought, okay, I draw my confidence from knowing that I'm grounded, and faith came next, and then as soon as those two words had come, then you started giving us words that we can draw from the earth. And the connection, I've always been sort of above and taking the sunlight and things from above. And this is the first time that I've felt a very powerful drawing from the earth. And it was really special. And I thought I should share it because it was something new for me. And especially with these words jumping out and recognizing that my confidence comes from knowing that I'm grounded. My faith is a grounding foundation for me, and that the earth is my foundation, and I can draw from it to get the strength and the courage and so on through the day. And the other thing that I wanted to share in light of what's just been shared is the sunlight one. When we had our bubble, and you asked what's something that you love, and sunlight, and I wanted that sunlight. And it's cloudy here. It was raining just about 20 minutes ago, and all of a sudden, almost instantly, the sun came out and just poured through this window that I'm beside, and my room and my body, and that was just filled with the sunlight. And it was just a tiny little incident, but that's the magic that's been happening, and that's only one example of the magic that I experienced through these meditation opportunities, and it's just so. I can't even put into words the feeling that it brings, and the peace and the joy, and it's just spectacular. And I just wanted to share those two little examples of things that happened today, among many other things that happened today. So
Thank you, Joan. That is beautiful. And we've got we've got the green and the water and the sunshine, like the way people are sharing is just kind of taking me back through those parts of the meditation. Thank you.
Yeah, lots of colors too for
Yeah.
me, especially purple. Purple kept coming,
Mm.
and green, and yellow, of course, the golden
Yeah.
yellow, and yeah,
And
really
sometimes we're really experiencing energy through color. So often in deeper states of relaxation or meditation, can't remember if it's the pituitary gland actually gives us the experience of color. So just know that that is a very natural process when you relax and kind of come into the body with a steady presence. You will be given color, and I think of it as like a self-healing that happens.
That was the first gift that I received long before I started meditation and getting involved in recognizing that we're all energy, and that was this gift of color, seeing these colors. And
Yeah.
just all of a sudden I would get colors and they would have meaning to me and send messages. And it was really, really special. And that went on for years before I started learning about the energy and doing meditation with you.
That's
So
beautiful. And I've talked to some musicians that instead of colors, they get sounds.
mm,
So it can
mhm.
really be different for different people. And some people get just darkness. Like this happens to me sometimes too, just kind of entering a void where there's, and then sometimes a little color will go like a little center point in that void. Or sometimes it'll be like a round blue or purple that sort of morphs, but it's surrounded by the darkness. So there's also, I call it the velvety darkness of that space. And what I find anyways in my system is that if I try to hold on to it, it goes away. So it's a practice of being with it without clinging to it in any way that allows it. So kind of like all the things, right?
Yeah, I could never bring those colors on. Like there was no way I could ask for them or look for them. Like blue was a healing thing.
Yeah.
And I couldn't bring it. It would just come all of a sudden with all of the colors. But it
love
was really
that. And I
interesting.
always love your painting in the background because it always makes me think of those autumn colors. It's so beautiful.
This is my
Thank you for
favorite time of
sharing,
year.
Joan.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you,
And
Magdalene.
absolutely. And Julia, good to see you. And I see you too, Moses. We'll get to everybody. Hi, Julia.
Oh, hi. I'm unmuted. Yeah.
How are you?
Good. So again, amazing experience. I love nature, and that's why I guess attracted to your meditation, because you always relate to nature. And for this one, I actually got the insight that, because I'm very empathic and I feel other people, I'm like, when you said to feel the flower and then the water, so I was like, get into, like, become a flower, not just, and I had so much warmth and the light, and that, like, I still have it. It's a feeling of sensation when the sun gets and the flower is open to the sun.
Yes.
And
yeah.
that feeling, like, it's a feeling, it's not something, it's warm, it's kind of like tapping, like tap, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
And it's there in your head, it's in the crown area?
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
I was a flower and instead of hands are leaves,
Yeah.
it's just, and I was huge, definitely, because I'm like, how, like, as a human sized flower. And then when you said to the water, I finally realized what the water, like, the lake came to the mind because we go into the lake very often. And I'm like, what the lake feel when the humans jump into it, when the people build the deck on the side, like, I felt what the lake feel.
That's wonderful.
So
yeah, you were really merged with it. That is really great. And I mean, just to be aware that sometimes the metaphor of petals opening are used to imagine the crown opening, the crown chakra. When we have a lot of tingling or even burning sensation there, that can be a sign that you're having an energy opening in that part of you. which is
Yeah.
beautiful because that's the part that's connected to the universe and,
Yeah.
brings so many beautiful gifts.
And the trees too. And then I jumped like into the trees and I felt what the trees think about like people. Then the wise people, they cut only dry trees and there is a wind, and I'm like watching from top to the people who cutting only the old, like cleaning the forest and helping. I'm like, oh, there is so much wisdom in that.
That
From
is
the trees.
wonderful. Oh, I love that.
Yes,
Hmm.
it's great experience. I'm like, oh, I can do that. Not only feel what people feel, how I can feel what the nature feels, the ground, the earth, the grass, the
Yeah.
flowers, and that gives
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
exchange, right? Not always giver or
Right.
receiving. Sometimes different
Right.
energy, but that's really powerful because it's clean and powerful and joyful. And I'm like, wow, this is insight. I'm like, thank you for that, for sure.
Absolutely. And you might want to go outside, or if you have a house plant, I mean, we can all do this and just feel the energy of the plant or of a tree and see what you want to say to it. See if it sort of gives you a message back. I go around feeling the energy of my house plants every
Mhm.
day, just as a practice. But especially when you're as open as you are right now, Julia, it can be very interesting to have that exchange with a plant.
That's
Yeah.
why I really want to have lots of plants in the house. And I always amaze people who have rich plants, and they're like, how they do that? I'm attracting animals so far.
Yeah. Plants, animals. You can do the same with an animal.
Yes.
But I see a beautiful tree outside your window. So
Yes,
there's one close by. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful. And Moses, hello. How are you today? Mm,
Oh, can't
Not
hear.
not hearing you yet, Moses. Hold on. I'm
Okay,
asking you. There we go. There we go.
okay. I'm grateful for your consistency and just being here whenever you say you're going to be here. That is just wonderful. And also when you're meditating and rocking, that's just so soothing to me. And I
I
want to be.
didn't know. I didn't know I was rocking.
Oh yeah, yeah. You do every time when you get into it. Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
that is
Interesting.
so soothing.
Yeah.
And I keep getting these notices about group training, and I'm never able to get there, so I miss that. But anyway, thank you so much for sharing. And I took the meditations from the last couple of weeks, and I've used them all week.
Oh,
I
good.
hope that it's not infringing on anything, but I shared with my group the meditation with the group that I do.
Beautiful. I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah,
glad.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to build up the courage to take your place. I want to do the meditation.
You
I'll
you
try.
do it. You are doing it, and you have a very special place as a leader. I know you do. Have you so this week you did lead meditations, or you played the YouTube ones? I wasn't sure.
Last week, I only did two, but I
Okay.
used your uh, Facebook meditation
Okay,
with
great.
the group.
And I'm adding to YouTube. I actually saw your comment in YouTube saying put more here. So I'm
Ah,
adding, and I am adding more to YouTube. So, keep an eye out
okay.
on the YouTube
Thank
because
you.
I'm adding a lot there.
Thank you. Thank
Okay. All
you very
right.
much.
Thank you. And please,
Bye.
please, anyone who wants to use them with their groups, please use them. And if you want to be trained with me as a meditation guide, like Moses is in our training, so that we can have more conversations about this and more learning, please write to me and I'm happy to welcome you.
Magalia,
Yeah.
I'll ask this question. Where do I go to get connected with the group again? You've sent the connection several times, but
Yeah.
I
Well,
still,
today at 2 p.m. we're having class.
Yeah, but I'm
Um,
unable to connect.
wait, okay, you're not able to connect through the Zoom. I'm gonna send you a special email with all the info, okay?
Thank you so much. You're so
Okay, I
kind.
will. So it's just like this one. So you just click on the Zoom, just like for meditation.
Thanks so much.
Okay, absolutely. All right, be well, Moses. Okay, guys, any questions, shares, any frustrations? What did people think of listening to their own inner silence? I'm very curious. Write that if you want. And just a little reminder, because I did make the meditation email about these 4 kinds of joy. I do just want to remind everybody that all of us have that quality of different types of joy in us just because we're human beings. And we can remember, we can imagine them if we're feeling. Lots of times we don't feel joyful as humans, right? And it can be nice to remind ourselves of just like the physical joy of the sunshine or the physical joy of a beautiful cup of tea. Or, of course, there's lots more different kinds of physical joy. So we can always remind ourselves of physical joy. We can remind ourselves of excitement, that sort of that thrill, being a child running down a hill, or the almost painful thrill of like a roller coaster. And that sort of glee quality can really bring a vitality into our system. And that's a little bit like the spiritual joy that might be like energy that's very full and tingly and big. And then we can also remind ourselves of the more peaceful joy, that tranquility. I always think of like the quality of a lake in the moonlight, that more quiet, easy. I just do it with my hands, like it's a steady pleasantness. And then we can also imagine, I think most of us have experienced at some time joy for no reason. So when you're just happy without a cause, and I think of that as spiritual joy. When you don't know why, you're just content. Just to be alive is joyful. And some people get to have that a lot, some people very little. Lots of things play in. If we're in pain or we're in a circumstance that's difficult, that can be harder. But meditation does make you more accident prone to have that joy for no reason. So it's not the reason to meditate, I think that's important, but know that it is one of the things that does happen on any kind of path. More of that contentment and ease. We become easier for ourselves to be with, and also, of course, in relation to others. Anna Maria, hi, with the beautiful doggies. Show us your, those guys bring me joy.
Those guys are always um they're always meditating.
Oh, I love them. Thank you for
Yeah, I
sharing.
was meditating with a picture of one of my helpers.
Oh, I love that. Oh.
I just wanted to mention, I've been grieving, and today I was experiencing joyful tears. It was so beautiful. It was really peaceful, my experience.
Yeah.
I really have a hard time staying with the exercise, so sometimes I just move. But something that I did today was the smell of eucalyptus with the aromatherapy that kind of helped me stay. So I just want to share that, and it's beautiful. Thank you so much.
That is wonderful. I'm going to show you something that I have. I have these sprays, and I do that often. I'll just spray the myself or the air or whatever around me to bring whatever that aromatherapy is. This one's for love. It's made by Tara Mandala Center, and it's called Love. But I agree. It's beautiful to bring those aromas
Yes.
to us when meditating. Yeah. Or having a bowl of oranges or something nearby. Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your day or evening or afternoon. And next week, Monday, 10 a.m. California time, I will be here. And also look out for more if you're not yet on the YouTube channel, I am adding there more short meditations. So I'll be adding more there. Okay, be well, everybody.